Ah, yes, the appraisal. The part of the transaction where a licensed third-party appraiser comes into the house and gives their opinion of value, which your lender is going to use to value the home. Everyone is happy when the appraisal comes in at or above the contract price. Whether buying or selling, here's what you need to know about low appraisals. An appraisal is almost always required in the purchase of a home. An appraisal is an opinion of value by a licensed real estate appraiser. It is almost always required when the buyer is using financing, a loan, to purchase the home. Banks require an appraisal because they need to ensure that the asset that they are giving the borrower funds for is worth at least the amount that they are giving the borrower. So let's run a simple scenario. A home is listed for $1 million. It's the one you've been waiting for. Your agent assesses the nearby comps and decides, hey, I think this home might actually be pushing the boundaries of what it's actually worth. After looking at some of the recent sales, your agent thinks and informs you that this home may be really pushing the boundaries of market value. And if you were to write an offer at list price, it may not appraise. Now, this is a hypothetical situation. We are assuming that you are not in a multiple offer bidding war situation where appraisal gap coverage is going to be required. Okay, back to our mock scenario. Lo and behold, the appraisal comes back at $950,000. What can you do? That's when you consult Section 6 of the Colorado Contract to Buy and Sell Real Estate. Option 1, terminate. That's right, you can terminate the transaction at no penalty and get your earnest money back without paying a dime. Now, this has to be done on or before the appraisal objection deadline. This is key. So remember that you have the option to terminate the transaction. Option 2, renegotiate the purchase price. This is the most common option, especially in a cooler market. By submitting the appraisal objection along with the appraisal proving that the appraisal came in lower, this is you announcing to the seller, hey, we have a price problem and we need to renegotiate. Now keep in mind, the renegotiated price does not have to be the exact dollar amount that came back on the appraisal, although oftentimes it is. If the buyer and seller do not come to an appraisal resolution by the said appraisal resolution deadline, the deal is dead and the buyer gets to earn his money back and gets to continue shopping elsewhere. Option 3, make up the appraisal gap. This is the most common option, and you see this a lot in hot markets where there are multiple offers on a single home. This is a situation where, regardless of where the appraisal lands, the buyer is guaranteeing the seller is going to get the amount that they originally offered. This means that on closing day, the buyer will be responsible to bring additional funds to the table beyond what their lender is willing to give them and beyond their down payment in order to make the seller whole. What are your thoughts or questions about appraisals? We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment, get the discussion going. If you have any specific questions, feel free to shoot us a DM. Until next time, catch you later.